Jimmy Cliff, whose birth name is James Chambers, is a Jamaican musician and actor, known for his contributions to reggae music. Born on April 1, 1948, in Somerton district of St. James Parish, Jamaica. Somerton is a rural area known for its scenic beauty and rich cultural heritage. He gained international fame in the 1970s. Jimmy Cliff grew up in the rural town of Somerton, in the parish of St. James, Jamaica. His early experiences in Jamaica influenced his music and songwriting, often reflecting the social and cultural environment of the country. Cliff later moved to Kingston, where he further developed his career in the vibrant music scene of the city. Jimmy Cliff attended the Kingston Technical High School in Jamaica. His education there provided him with some practical skills, but he primarily focused on music from a young age. Cliff's talent and drive enabled him to become a prominent figure in reggae music. Without extensive formal education beyond high school. Primary education, Somerton Primary School from 1948 to 1956, St. James Parish, Jamaica. Secondary education, Kingston Technical High School from 1956 to 1962, Kingston, Jamaica. Now known as Kingston Technical High School and Vocational Training Center. Music education, Dennis Sindri's Music School in 1960s, Kingston, Jamaica. Where he learned music theory and guitar. Jamaican Folk Singers Workshop in 1960s, Kingston, Jamaica. Where he studied traditional Jamaican music. Vocational training, where he studied electrical engineering. Influential mentors, Derek Morgan. Jamaican musician and producer. Leslie Kong, Jamaican record producer and founder of Beverly's Records. Jimmy Cliff's education laid the foundation for his successful music career. Jimmy Cliff's parents are James Chambers Sr. and Catherine Chambers. Cliff has said that his father was a strict disciplinarian and that he considered his father and grandmother to be his most important relationships. Cliff's grandmother was very important to him. Jimmy Cliff's parents separated when he was a baby. James Chambers Sr. was a farmer and laborer while his mother was a domestic worker and farmer. Jimmy Cliff is the youngest of 9 children, raised in a rural, Christian household, and his parents instilled values of hard work, discipline and spirituality in him. Jimmy Cliff has had a few significant relationships throughout his life. He was married to his first wife, Jackie Swanson. He later married a Jamaican woman named Pansy. This marriage also faced challenges, and the couple eventually divorced. In addition to his marriages, Jimmy Cliff has reportedly had relationships with other notable women in the entertainment industry. Jimmy Cliff's relationships and marriages. First marriage to Miss Jamaica 1967 winner, Jackie Swanson, married from 1969 to 1974. They had one daughter, Nadine Cliff, born 1970. Second marriage with Patricia, Pat, Aline, married from 1981 to 1986. They had one son, Joshua Cliff, born in 1983. Notable relationships. Anita Belnavis in 1960s. Jamaican singer and actress, Beverly Kelso in 1960s. Jamaican singer and member of the Wailers, Rita Marley in 1970s. Jamaican singer and member of the I-Threes. Karen Hendricks, model and actress. They had a daughter, Neve Cliff, born in 1986. Jimmy Cliff's personal life reflects his spiritual growth, musical influences and Jamaican heritage. He began performing in local venues and gained recognition early in his career, which ultimately led him to pursue music full-time rather than continuing a traditional educational path. He continues to be recognized for his contributions to reggae music and his impact on the genre. Jimmy Cliff began honing his musical talents at a young age. He started singing in the local church choir when he was about 14 years old. His interest in music deepened as he was inspired by the rich musical culture in Jamaica, particularly ska and reggae. In the early 1960s, he became more active in the music scene, recording his first single, Handyman, in 1963. This marked the beginning of his professional music career. He gained significant recognition in the 1960s and 1970s with hits like The Harder They Come, You Can Get It If You Really Want, and Many Rivers to Cross. Jimmy Cliff's early interests and career milestones. At age 6 in 1948. Started singing in church choirs at age 8 in 1950. He began listening to Jamaican folk music and calypso. At age 10 in 1952, started playing guitar. Music career. At age 14 in 1956, formed his first band, the Cliffsters. At age 16 in 1958, recorded first single, Duppy Conqueror. At age 18 in 1960, moved to Kingston to pursue music. In 1961, he joined Beverly's Records, releasing Hurricane Hattie. In 1962, he released Miss Jamaica and The Glory of Love, acting career. In 1972, he starred in Perry Hensel's film, The Harder They Come. In 1975, he appeared in Smile Orange. In 1982, he starred in Club Paradise, Other Ventures. In 1960s, he worked as a laborer and farmer. In 1970s, he opened a music publishing company, Nascimento Music. In 1980s, he founded Cliff Productions for music and film. Jimmy Cliff's diverse talents and perseverance shaped his successful music and acting career. Here's a list of some notable songs by Jimmy Cliff. The Harder They Come. You Can Get It If You Really Want. Many Rivers to Cross. Sitting in Limbo. Reggae Night. I Can See Clearly Now. Wild World. Johnny Too Bad. 30 Pieces of Silver. Let Your Yeah Be Yeah. Hard Road to Travel. Two Seagulls. Love Is All. Bongo Man, Vulture. This list includes some of his most famous and impactful songs, showcasing his influence on reggae music. Aside from music, Jimmy Cliff also pursued acting, with his most notable role being in several films. His diverse talents have allowed him to make significant contributions to both music and film. Jimmy Cliff has appeared in several films, with his most iconic role being in The Harder They Come. Here are some notable movies featuring him. In The Harder They Come in 1972, Cliff plays Ivanhoe Martin, a character based on experiences of struggling musicians and outlaws in Jamaica. Club Paradise in 1986, a comedy film where he stars alongside Robin Williams. Mark of the Devil in 1970, a horror film in which Cliff had a supporting role. The Mighty Quinn in 1989. He appears alongside Denzel Washington in this crime drama. The Music of Reggae in 1972, a documentary featuring Cliff and several other reggae artists. Cool Runnings in 1993. He makes a cameo appearance in this Disney film about the Jamaican bobsled team. In addition to these films, Jimmy Cliff has also made appearances in various documentaries and television shows related to reggae music and its history. Jimmy Cliff has written an autobiography titled Jimmy Cliff, an autobiography, published in 2012. In this book, he shares his life story, detailing his experiences as a musician, his rise to fame, and his connections to reggae culture. The autobiography provides insights into his thoughts, struggles, and successes throughout his career. Jimmy Cliff has received numerous awards and accolades throughout his career, in music and film. Some of the notable awards include Grammy Awards. He won a Grammy Award for Best Reggae Album for Cliffhanger in 1986. He received a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award in 2010. In 1969, he won Jamaica's National Music Award. In 1972, he received Order of Jamaica Honor. Awarded the Order of Jamaica in 2003, one of the highest honors in Jamaica, recognizing his contribution to music and the culture. African Heritage Awards. He received multiple awards for his contribution to music and culture. The Caribbean Hall of Fame. Inducted for his significant contributions to Caribbean music. In 2012, he was inducted into Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. International Reggae and World Music Awards, IRAWMA. He received several IRAWMA awards over the years, acknowledging his influential role in reggae music. Hollywood Walk of Fame. Honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2015 for his contributions to music and film. These awards reflect his significant impact on the music industry, particularly in reggae. Jimmy Cliff's net worth is generally reported to be around $15 million. His wealth primarily stems from his successful career as a reggae musician, actor, and songwriter over several decades. He has released numerous albums and singles, performed worldwide, and is considered a pioneer of reggae music. Keep in mind that net worth figures can vary based on different sources and updates. Jimmy Cliff's known cars and vehicles. 1964 Austin Mini Cooper, gift from Island Records. 1967 Ford Mustang, purchased in Jamaica. 1970 Mercedes-Benz 600, gift from Atlantic Records. 1972 Rolls-Royce Phantom V, purchased in UK. 1975 BMW 530i, purchased in Germany. 1980 Porsche 911 Turbo, purchased in US. 1985 Range Rover Classic, purchased in Jamaica. Exotic vehicles. 1960s Volkswagen bus, customized for touring. 1970s Cadillac Eldorado, converted into a limousine. Motorcycles. 1960s Honda CB 350, for recreation. 1970s Harley-Davidson Electra Glide, for touring. Boats include the Cliff, 40-foot sailboat, 1970s. Rebel, 30-foot speedboat, 1980s. Some vehicles are on display at Jimmy Cliff's Museum in Kingston. Others are in private collections or sold at auctions. Jimmy Cliff's vehicles reflect his success and love for luxury transportation. Jimmy Cliff has spent much of his life in Jamaica, where he was born and raised. He has lived in various places on the island, within the reggae music community. In addition to his roots in Jamaica, it has been reported that he has also spent time in Miami, Florida, where many Jamaican expatriates and musicians reside. Jimmy Cliff's known residences. Somerton, St. James Parish, Jamaica from 1944 to 1960. This is his childhood home. Kingston from 1960 to 1970. Various apartments and houses. Waterloo Road, Kingston 1970s. Owned home. Mona Heights, Kingston 1980s. Owned home. International. London, UK from 1960s to 1970s. Rented flats. New York City, USA from 1970s to 1980s. Rented apartments. Los Angeles, USA 1980s, owned home. Retreats. Ocho Rios, Jamaica. Owned beachfront property. Negril, Jamaica. Owned cliffside villa. Current residences. Kingston, Jamaica. Primary residence. Miami, Florida, USA. Secondary residence. Notable features. Kingston home. Features a music studio and memorabilia. Ocho Rios property. Includes a private beach. Jimmy Cliff's residences reflect his success and connection to Jamaica. Jimmy Cliff has made significant contributions to society, particularly through his music, advocacy, and cultural influence. Here are some key aspects of his contribution. Musical influence. As one of the most prominent reggae artists, Jimmy Cliff has played a crucial role in popularizing reggae music around the world. His songs often contain messages of resilience, hope, and social justice, inspiring countless listeners. Concerts for charity. Like many artists, Jimmy Cliff has participated in benefit concerts and events aimed at raising funds for various causes, including disaster relief and humanitarian efforts. Cultural ambassador. Cliff has served as a cultural ambassador for Jamaica, helping to promote the island's music and heritage globally. His performances and albums have showcased the depth and richness of Jamaican culture. Advocacy for change. Many of his songs address social issues, such as poverty, injustice, and the struggles faced by marginalized communities. His work often highlights the importance of unity and perseverance. Through his music, he has raised awareness about social issues such as poverty, inequality, and the struggles facing marginalized communities in Jamaica and beyond. Music and youth development. By mentoring younger musicians and supporting music programs, Cliff has fostered a new generation of talent, encouraging them to pursue careers in music and the arts. Community engagement. Cliff has participated in various charity events and projects aimed at improving the lives of people in Jamaica and abroad. He has supported initiatives focused on education and youth development. He has contributed to initiatives aimed at improving the lives of underprivileged communities in Jamaica. His work often emphasizes education and access to resources for youth. He has supported educational programs, helping to provide opportunities for young people to learn and grow, particularly in the arts and music. Film and education. Through his film, The Harder They Come, Cliff has contributed to an increased awareness of reggae culture and the challenges faced by musicians in Jamaica. The film has become a classic and is often used as an educational resource. Mentorship. As a veteran artist, he has inspired and mentored younger musicians, helping to nurture the reggae genre and support new talents in the music industry. Jimmy Cliff's contributions extend beyond music. He has left a lasting impact on culture, social issues, and the arts.